Hello everyone, this is Devan Edwards, aka Devan the Connector, connecting you, yes, you, to the knowledge that will empower yourself. And I know it's a bit late, but I'm coming with you with a. It's not really. It's kind of not. It's Tuesday where I am, but it's probably Monday where you're watching, wherever in the world you are. But it's more of a motivation month video, and this video is something that I feel everyone can benefit from, including myself, because it's something I do every day anyway. But it's 7 steps to attracting a successful week, and I'm gonna have this discussion with my amazing queen Xavius. I'm gonna bring her on to discuss these 7 steps that we use in our life. Let me just see if I need to add her again. I sent the invite. Okay. Yes, the invite sent. So I'm just waiting on her. And yes, so whilst we're waiting for Xavius to pop on, I see the red button. Approve. Nice.
Hello. I feel like I gotta bring this up.
My head got caught.
Yeah, that's I'm like, oh. Let me adjust. Is that too?
I mean, as long as your head's
Okay.
Okay, you good?
You good?
Yes.
So
Everyone that doesn't know who this is my amazing queen, yes.
And we're gonna be talking about 7 steps to attract a successful week. And before I ask her about what a successful week for her, I'm gonna just talk about the root of it, and that is success. And if you want to go more deep, personal success, and that would be the progress. Earl Nightingale said that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So your success is based on the ideas you have for yourself, where you want to go into life and future in whatever endeavor you have, and realizing that you're progressing towards that idea, the biggest idea that you have for your life and for yourself. So we're gonna get into the 7 ways that we do stuff to attract success in a week, and stuff that you can incorporate in your day. So Xavier, what does that mean to you?
Just pretty much what you said. I mean, what I'm learning is there's no wrong way to do life, right? So having a successful week is totally up to you. Success, you have to define that for yourself. For myself, it's just getting things done. So what I try to do is be more intentional, be more one of my phrases that I'm using for especially now is being mindful, present, and conscious. So um how I plan my week, I have my handy dandy planner that I love. But I make a list of things I need to get done. And I'm not perfect at it by any means. Like today, I had 5 things on my list, which is crazy because Mondays is one of my crazy days, but I still put 5 things on my list. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get all this stuff done. Of course, I didn't, but making a list of what I need to get done, it helps me stay focused and stay on track. What I am learning, and also like just being patient with yourself and learning. Like I know for me, 100%, I'm not really good at sticking to time. So I block out my times and get things done within a time frame versus saying, okay, I need to do this at 6 o'clock, 6:37. Like that drives me crazy. Like I don't like doing stuff at exact times, but saying, hey, I'm gonna do this in the morning, I'm gonna do this in the afternoon, I'm gonna do this in the evening. It makes me feel a little bit more free because I need freedom in my life. But and all in all, like creating a successful week is literally you getting it done in my eyes, or me getting it done. Like it's not about, well, this person is doing all this and I'm only doing this. Being successful is being better than you were yesterday. So okay, today I didn't get all 5 things. I did get one thing done, but as long, and maybe I'm going to readjust, plan, do review. So now I know, okay, well, Tuesday's kind of busy, but on Wednesday, maybe I can get 2 things done. And then Friday, I get the last 2 things done. And okay, but whenever I come around on Sunday and look at my planner again, I'm like, okay, I had a successful week because I got things done. Okay, give myself some grace. I didn't get the things done that I wanted the day and the time that I got it done, but I got it done. So that's what having a successful week looks like to me. What about you? What's a successful week for the van, the connector?
Yeah, so it's incorporated in the 7 steps I'm about to reveal, and you literally said number 2, which is write down your goals. You know what I mean? But the first one for me is if we start in your day with affirmation. And for me, affirmations is so key because what is the words that come out of your mouth when you wake up in the morning? That how you rise determines the rest of your day. And what you speak into existence and what your day is what's going to come back to you. So I always think about gratitude. Okay, I'm so happy and grateful. Just for waking up. So I'm grateful that have my water to hydrate and just filling myself up with the energy I need. And affirmations is one of the best ways to do that until I get my mind. And of course writing down the goals for me because anything can happen. There's so much distractions that can take place and whatnot. But let's say if you have those 3 main goals each day of the week that you want to tackle, regardless of the distractions that come your way, or if you're able to manage the distractions, you know that those 3 are manageable and that you can do them throughout the day once you identify them. And number 3 for me is honesty your thought, because throughout the day, okay, if you're watching news or if you're watching something that's not serving, because remember, success is a progressive realization of a working ideal. If what you're watching or what you're hearing is not in alignment with your ideal, then that needs to go. That needs to be managed. That has to be put into another corner. And monitoring your thoughts is so key because again, it's our mind that directs our actions as well. And then the actions direct our results for whatever we choose to do. So number 4, I'm just going to discuss. So number 4 is change the directions of your thoughts. Number 5 is spend time dreaming and manifesting the possibility through visualization. Number 6 is listen to audio and read at least 10 minutes. And number 7 is live your day with gratitude journey. So I think one of in terms of those steps, one of my key things is listening to audio and spending the time visualizing possibilities. Because I don't know if you as well, visual learners, I'm visual and audio at the same time. So I need to listen and I need to project that ideal in my head as well. So I can actually go move in the direction I want to be successful in my life. So how about yourself?
I definitely agree. I mean, you hit on some key point. You broke it down very, very well. Yeah, I think having a routine, even though like for me, you got to know yourself, number one. But, like having a routine is key. I know for me, I'm not strict in my routine, but I definitely have a routine. Like you said, gratitude. That's something I've learned, and I've definitely been more consistent, especially over 2020. Is literally as soon as I wake up, I write, and don't laugh at my handwriting. The van be laughing at my handwriting. Every single day, I'm writing 10 things I'm grateful for. And some days it takes me, it's supposed to be like a 10, 15-minute exercise. Sometimes I'm sitting up for like 20 minutes. I'm like, what if I don't know. But I force myself to come up with 10 things that I'm grateful for every single day. And it just reminds you. So that way whenever, you know, throughout the day, like you were saying, like being able to control those negative thoughts and stuff, it's like, okay, you being negative, but you have this or you have that, so it gives you perspective, because sometimes we make stuff up in our minds just because we're having the mood or things are going how we want things to go right in this moment. But you know, being grateful, it's kind of like a fresh reset every single morning. And you know, I think things are manifested from being grateful. So definitely having that, you know, in your week, monitoring your thoughts. I mean, we're human, and especially for, you know, being like more consistent with personal development and intentional with transforming our lives, you realize like all the negative, you know, self-doubt, unworthy thoughts and stuff that's not really true, and that's not where I want to live. So just being mindful of your thoughts, like, and also questioning yourself throughout the day, like, why do I feel like this? Like, why am I upset? Because your brain is naturally, it's going to figure out like, okay, so why, and it helps you get to the root of the cause of why you feel down or unhappy, or why you aren't getting to those goals. And like you said, we both are extremely visual. Like, I literally redecorated my room. I have like so many affirmations, because what I realized, you know, if it's in my face and if I have all these like things that I'm going after to keep me happy, keep my energy up, then it's like I can't be upset, you know what I'm saying, not too long, or I can't stay in that state or energy, because environment is everything. But like you say, listening to audios and reading books, and you know, the people that you associate with is so important to who you are. So if you feeling crappy, it's probably because you are hanging or talking to crappy people, or you're watching crappy stuff on social media. Like, I mean,
Donna says to herself all the time, and she writes down about what is it, 5 gratitude, or every week, every night. She writes down 5 affirmations. But you're carrying,
but all in all, we all are products of our environment or just lifetime conditioning. So if you are, you know, striving for something or trying to be more positive, don't give yourself grace. Like, even like I said, I didn't get all 5 of my things, but I know, embracing who I am slower. It takes me a while to do things. Like, I'm not one of those people who can just get things done, and it takes me a while because I have to be present. Like, I have to understand, I have to be mindful. It just takes me a while to do stuff. But some people, they can just be like, oh, I need to do this, okay, boom, I'm done. And so I'm learning to get there. So I do think having a productive day does come from how you end your night, and that is something that I am working on as well. But how you end your night sets you up for the next day. So yeah, that is something I definitely need to touch back on again. But yeah, ending your day with gratitude is a great way to do that. But and listening to audios, I literally listen to something like while I'm taking a shower, you know, while I'm like, man, I don't want to be up this early. But I'm like, if I'm listening to Jim Rohn or E.T. or somebody, I can't stay in that state. So just having your life structured to where you're working towards your goal, like you're gonna reach that goal, even if you may do it a little bit slow or do it messy, but just have grace in yourself, because it's a process. Just be 1% better today than you were yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. It's like operating in that abundance mind. Even you're doing in the comments, you read abundance now by Lisa Nichols.
Yes.
And it's interesting as well because thinking about a week, we're gonna actually receive trading from her. We're actually gonna be live with her. But that's on the program. I'm excited.
So
yeah, and even gratitude. For me as well. I'm constantly in a state of gratitude. So every time I write, I want to write poetry, writing gratitude. Before I go to bed, I'll do like my affirmations, and I'll listen to myself to reprogram my mind, so that when I wake up, I don't wake up with blockages that hold me back. Because sometimes what I found interesting is that exactly when we try to gratitude at the end of our day, often we actually wake up more fresh and ready to tackle the day. Like sometimes we're feeling groggy because we held back on past memories or past feelings and thoughts that weren't serving us the previous day, and we brought it to the next day, and it manifested in our body how we feel. And exactly. But yeah, no, I strive to be better every day. I want to be better every day. And writing is something to do. I mean, I do a lot, but that's something I can do. Like whoever's watching this in the comments, put in the comments below what these steps you think you need to do for successful. You're gonna rename them again. That is start your daily affirmation. That is number two is write down your goals for the week. Number three is monitor your thoughts. Number four is change the direction of your thoughts. Number five is spend time dreaming of the possibility, visualization or vision boards. Number six, listen to audio and read it. Number seven is end your day gratitude journal. Now I kind of want to speak on more of the four of it, because enough change the directions of your thoughts. That's interesting. That comes down to paradigms. And what is a
paradigm, Devin?
What's a paradigm? A paradigm is a mode of habits. And what are habits? Habits are fixed ideas. So if success is a progressive realization of an idea, and habits are fixed ideas, your habits are the rate of success you can have within your day, within your personal day, would it not be? And the paradigm is the habits you form over a long period of days. Oh, it's too much feedback. Phone is echoing. But yes, so changing our paradigm is really key in terms of having a successful week. Having these seven steps and doing it on a habitual basis will change our paradigm and will end up becoming the norm.
Is your headphone plugged in? Are your headphones?
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, so when you shift your paradigm, then the way you approach every day and every week, it turns out it's a whole new different thing. And when you experience events and stuff like that shift your paradigm or activate that's within you, then it's a game changer. So like, what's your opinion?
I want to commend you, because you probably the most positive person that I personally know. I've never met anybody so darn positive. And I remember I used to get so annoyed. I'm like, bro, like, you don't, like, when I'm mad or it's a bad situation, I'm like, you don't feel this? Like, why you not reacting? And you're like, it's okay. I'm like, how are you so calm? Like, say something. And you're like, so I want to commend you. Like, I feel like you have mastered that skill, and by association, and I'm so glad that I didn't tarnish you, but by association, like, you helped me be more positive and more mindful of my thoughts. So I never, like, for instance, like earlier, I completed a task that was like really, really hard for me. and you know, I was getting overwhelmed, but literally I didn't even realize it until you was like, thank you. I was gonna say it, but I appreciate you saying it. But I literally had to congratulate myself on something because I won, but it was a fight trying to get the task done. But you congratulated. Well, I congratulated myself out loud, and I didn't even realize I did it. And then you like was like, "Good job," because you like so being positive. Like that's something that I'm definitely learning. I mean, I'm not like a negative person, but like you're positive and you're calm in the most like chaotic or most like. I mean, you've been like even like sometimes you miss like layovers and you're stuck in the plane, like stuck in the airport for like a day and a half. Like, I mean, it's like, and I'm like, you know, freaking out, you know, and you're just like, like all pot. So, I definitely commend you that, but just being mindful and realizing that you can choose, you have the choice. You have a choice to be positive or negative about a situation. And so that's something I'm definitely learning from you. So I'm learning, I've learned from you. But being positive and being genuinely positive, not just, I'm positive now, and then like all sad when the camera's off, or you know, when I'm in the room or when I'm looking in the mirror, like learning to be positive. And I think that comes from being grateful. Like, okay, I'm not here over here with this, but I still have all this other beautiful things and this beautiful relationship with Divine and so forth.
Yeah,
one thing else is
I love how you
how to structure your goals.
I mean, you must have built that up over time because it's crazy how you do it. Especially look at your coloring, your color coordinations and these other things. I'm not that guy. I'll write down my goals for the week, but you just form it. It's just like deep.
Well, yeah, but I will say it's a it is a double-edged sword for me because again, so I'm so structured, and that's why I say I'm learning to have grace with myself. I'm so structured. If things don't go or if things aren't aligned perfectly, sometimes I get overwhelmed because I'm so like it has to be. I'm so systematic. Like that, my brain works like everything has to be. Or I'm very OCD with some things. But then my favorite story, one of my favorite stories is whenever you thought something was clean and organized. And I'm like, we need to clean this up. And you're like, it is clean. And I'm like, I was freaking out. I'm like, we got to clean this up. Like, this is a mess. I thought it was clean. But yeah, I mean, for me, it could be when everything's organized and going smooth and going right as planned, I'm great. But sometimes if something's not right, it could get in my way, slow me down. So, but I appreciate it. Thank you. But anyways, back to the week.
Okay, yes. So
back to the week.
One thing. What should we cover now?
I think we're done.
Oh yeah. You know what? One thing I want to do is like the audio parts. So for those who do not audios, who are looking for books to actually attract a successful week and build the mindset for that. Here's a few ones we can recommend. You can recommend. I'll recommend 3.
Okay.
So one thing is I like the Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And the reason why I like that audio and book is because it gives documents of how people have used their mind to overcome situations. It is genius. Another one is a fan favorite. Think and Grow Rich. I'll leave it there. Napoleon Hill. And another audio would be The Science of the Mind by Ernest Holmes. And that's a book. And in terms of books, I'll say The Secret of the Ages by Robert Collier. Genius book. The second book, I'll say Skills for People. It's a very short book. I'm not sure who the author is. And what's another one I can give? I'll leave it
And
there.
based on, hold on, what is this? Just like morning routine, paradigm shift? What is this pertaining
So
to?
yeah, in terms of attracting a successful weekend, mind and skills.
Yeah. I would say my most recent favorite read, and it's definitely in my top 5, would be the 5 a.m. Club. Granted, Shorty's probably waking up at 5:30, but I ain't waking up at 5 yet. But the 5 a.m. Club, it definitely it gave me a lot of clarity. So that's definitely top 5. I don't really have like a list of books that I'm like, oh man, this book changed my life. I like Think and Grow Rich. I'm just trying to think. I would just, that's my most current read that like literally hit me to the core. I feel like No BS Time Management. That's what I'm listening to right now. Oh, I forgot his name. He's hilarious though. I forget his name, but No BS Time Management. I'm listening to that audio. That one definitely is life changing. 4 a.m. What time you go to bed? So those are my 2. I don't know if I have to. Well, I guess that's technically 3. 5 a.m. No BS time management, and Think and Grow Rich.
Okay. Well, you guys heard that. You can replay this. But yeah, I wanna thank everyone for being here. I wanna thank you, Xavier. It was cool. If you guys gain any value in this call, there's a fly. If you get any value in this call, I want you to drop a present in the comments below. You know that little box in the comments below. And also share what step are you gonna use to attract a successful week. If not, if you're not doing that already. Okay. And thank you. This is connecting you to the knowledge that will guide us. Stay empowered and just remember, connection continues. Any last words, babe?
Be patient with yourself, and I mean, you're not gonna get it right. See, 5 a.m. Club. Any change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and glorious in the end. So that messy middle lasts forever, it feel like, but you'll get there. Just keep being consistent, and you'll achieve your ideal week.
Indeed. Dream big, start small. Take everyone.